Hello. So we have Esmee here. We're going to be talking about narcissism and basically toxic relationships and how we get involved in them and to cope and our experiences, really. So, Esmee, I know that you have a bit of experience with like narcissistic people.
That's right.
So could you tell me like what you've experienced and how you've coped with it?
Well, when I was younger, I was in a relationship with a guy, and he was like, I was like 18. I was still naive and just very young and exploring the world. And this guy was a little older than me and had a motorcycle, and he was like, a tough guy. And I thought he was like really cool and stuff. But in the end, it turned out that he's not a nice guy at all.
I know.
He was abusive in the relationship, and he was like also manipulative, and yeah. But it also happens in friendships. It's not only in relationships. It can happen to anyone. In the beginning, they're like really sweet, and they sweet talking you, and they try to get your attention. But once they have it, they turn into these evil people, like, well, you should know because, yeah.
Yes. I've been through the same, and actually I've realized that it's not just to do with men. Women are narcissists too. And like you said, it happens in everyday life, not just really, even your own family members can be completely narcissists.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've noticed that they're very good at hiding it at the beginning. So they tend to like love bomb you at first, woo you in, make you think like, it's too good to be true. But then you realize, and it's sad because they do play on innocent people.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. And they're wonderful actors. I mean, they can trick you and lure you in like they're the sweetest person in the world, but in the end they're just actors.
Exactly. And we are empaths, so we feel it more. But I've noticed that when you overcome the narcissistic relationship and you leave that relationship, only you become stronger. That's what I've noticed.
Exactly. Yeah. Your own feeling. Of course, you're like, oh, I'm waiting for a change. You need to find out that this person is never going to change and it stays the same. It's like a cycle. It's constantly repeating itself, and situation, it doesn't change. It only gets worse in time because the behavior gets worse. And yeah, you really have to think about yourself and your children. You have children. Is this one? Is this how I imagine a relationship? You have to make a choice,
I know, but obviously when you love them, you can't help it, can you? You tend to stay in the situation longer than what you should do. So how, in ways, in your recommendation, how do you overcome it then? How do you leave that? Because you can't just get up and leave.
It's not just like one day. It happens, and there comes a day when you wake up and you say, this is the day and it's the only way.
Yeah, so it's like a gradual process, because it's easier said than done. You can't just get up and leave.
Exactly. It's very hard. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Is there anything else you want to share about it? Or
yes, I'm working on a book. My
yes.
fantasy novel. Can't tell you everything, but yeah, I'm just trying to finish it, and let's see how it goes from there.
So once you finish your book, what we can do is we can do another video of you talking about this book and spreading the word about the book.
Yeah, this would be lovely. Yeah,
that sounds great.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Would you ever make a book on narcissism? Would you ever write a book about that, or not really?
Yes, I think I would. It is quite interesting. The psychotic behavior, the cycle, and also from the other side. Of course, when you try to be in the head of the abuser and also the other side of the victim. So it's very interesting to look at both sides of the story. No?
Yes, very true.
Action, interaction.
Yes, and I think that that people can relate from our talk tonight. And if you do make a book, people can relate to that book as well. You know, because I'm sure there are victims out that are suffering right now.
Very true. Very true. You're absolutely right. The experience is something bad. You can tell the story and pass it on, and people can learn from your story.
Yeah,
I guess.
Because I've been. It's such a bad experience, isn't it? So
yeah, it can fuck you up real badly. Yeah,
it's like
exhausting and draining.
Yeah, it's an emotional. It's an emotional.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
And I would say emotional abuse is worse than physical abuse.
In the end, yes, I think too. Because if you slap someone, it might hurt for 15, 30 minutes, but it can take up to years or even take a lifetime, and
Yeah, this is more long-term effect.
Exactly.
I think. But yes, I mean, I think we kind of like summarized it. But the next talk will be about your book.
Yeah, great.
We're intrigued to know what it's about.
Should we leave that for next time, for the next video, or you want to know?
We will leave it for the next video.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you for this conversation about narcissism and narcissistic behavior. It was really interesting. It's still a difficult topic. I mean, not many people recognize the symptoms, but once they do, I think there is always a way out.
Yes, there's always a solution to everything. It's just about finding that way out, finding out what you need to do and how you need to escape from it.
It's a process. You have to take your time. It can take up to years, it can take years to recognize even the symptoms and acknowledge them, and then the process of you leaving starts, and you will get back many times, maybe 10, 20 more times, but there will come a day that you will say to yourself, like, okay, this is my day. Now it's gonna happen. Just do it. Just leave. Get up and leave.
Exactly. Totally agree. But thank you for sharing your thoughts, and we will be in touch with the next video.
Yes, thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.